Namaste. So, this is a short session of a lesson that I would like to keep in my records. And it is a yoga class composed with somatic elements, following the traditions of different traditions which I am continually studying, including Ashtanga, Kashmiri Shaivism, Yantra Yoga, and Somatics. So it covers the teachings and different elements and aspects of my studies, which I compiled for a short class and which can be built on. So let's come to a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, and Hatha Yoga elements, of course. And maintain a straight spine, lift the arms up and ground down the waist and notice how your seat is. You can move forward, backward, and just sense the sit bones on the ground. And without looking, just have a sense of your posture. So you are lengthening from up the waist, pull the navel gently in, and see what that does to your seat. And then grounding. And notice the hips and the knees. And the palms and the way fingers are. Okay. The spine as an lengthening and neck as an extension of the spine. Notice the sides of the body, the front and the back. And when you notice that all, bring the hands on the knees. Keep that straightness of the spine. Keep that grounding. Keep that expansion on the chest. Tuck the chin in, back of the head towards the back. And chin is aligned with the horizontally, with the crown of the head. Just being aware, shoulders not lifted up, shoulder blades where they are. Notice how they are. The way the chest can open by each inhale, and the way the roll of the triceps, biceps, and the sides, the angle through the arms and the sides of the torso, and the way the navel is placed and the belly moves in relation, the ins and outs and the grounding. So, all of these noticing the physical part of the body, the way it's being conducted through the other senses, the feelings, the breath body, the mental body, the emotional body, and finally, all that exists within the spiritual body. Close the eyes for a moment and notice the breath, the in breath and the out breath, the grounding. Notice the path of the breath, digit by digit, moment by moment, making it an equanimous breath. The in breath and the out breath. Now send the breath towards the back of the throat. If you like, take an in breath and out from the mouth with a sound ha, and then close the mouth and do that again. In breath from the nose and then and close the mouth. Next time you do it, you do the ha, but keep the mouth closed and see where the exhale travels. It goes towards the back of the throat, and you can consciously lengthen and slow down that breath. And you see if you slow down, all the rest follows. All the rest gracefully aligns with the pace, the natural pace of the breath. Now notice this breath has four parts: the in breath, the pause, the out breath, the pause. So there's this ongoing cycle, non stopping cycle. Notice the poses by putting your inner gaze onto the forehead. By each inhale, end of the inhale, the forehead, the sky, the landscape, the heart, and relaxing the exhale. By each inhale, expanding, relating to space. By each exhale, grounding, releasing, letting go, relating to earth and gravity. And finding the place in between, place of silence. Continue your observation. Continue noticing without judgment. Notice how the diaphragm moves up and down. Letting the air come in, going down, presses the organs. Letting the air, abdominal organs, letting the air out, presses the lungs, stale air out, going up. Take one more deep breath like this and bring the hands from left and right in front of the chest. Bring the chin down towards the chest and blink open the eyes if it were closed. And notice this union, connection. Explicitly notice the touch of the palms, the skin, the wood, the whole, and what that does, that noticing to the breath and the posture. Noticing that everything is a part, affects each other, creates a different alignment with the noticing, with the awareness, with that in breath. Lift the arms up, inhale, and exhale. Bring the hands to the back, inhale, lift the chest, find your gaze, open the heart. Notice the posture like this. Bring the arms back, exhale, roll from the hinge from the hips. Gazes forward. Inhale, coming like this back. Bring the hand to the side. And then ground from the left hip down and open the side. And a gentle opening. Change the size of the palms and see what that does to the shoulder blades, to the side of the body, to the grounding from the left. And then roll that left arm looking forward. And then go and catch the side of the elbow. Make that square and lift it up. And create grounding down the waist. Pull the navel towards the spine. And then drop the elbow down. And, and pull it towards this shape. And then take that right arm towards the back. Keep the spine straight. You don't need to catch here. It's about the gesture. And if you strive to do so, the catch Notice that as well, but keep the spine straight. Drop the right elbow down and go and hold the shoulder and look to the side. Inhale, exhale here and massaging it from the front and from the back, hugging the body and release. Come back to this. We go to the other side. Drop that down the waist and going to the side. And then roll the palm in and out. And then swimmingly going forward. And then hold the elbow and lift the chest. Create that square, rectangle, and a square. And then round pound the waist. And expanding up the waist. Open the chest. Lift the arms up actively. Knees going down. And then drop the right lower arm and hold it, the elbow with the hand. Lift the arms, keep it active still. And then the left arm comes floatingly, goes towards the back, open the chest, and maybe fingers hold, maybe not. Keep your alignment posture. Noticing the knees going down, navel in, lower back rolls a little bit forward, chest opens, lengthening from the crown of the chin moves back and grounding down the sit bones. Okay, elbow comes and hand touches the left shoulder and look over the right shoulder. Find your gaze on a beautiful reflection of light, perhaps as it is for my case, and then massage that light in your mind and bring the hands back to the sides. Inhale, exhale. And sides of the legs and open the arms, rolling. And then coming back to the roll. Roll to the opposite side. And then rolling like this. And then now rolling in and then rolling out. Rolling in, rolling out. Now join the head. Looks back, the head comes down. See what that does to the lower back as well. You see shoulders come forward, neck goes back, shoulders go back, palm goes back, neck comes towards the chest. What that does to the lower spine. And when you notice what you notice, send the legs forward. Coming forward for a moment and then bring the hands back. Roll the toes. And then shake it. And then right, left, right, wipers. And then roll it. Point flex. And keep it. Toes touch each other. And this is coming from a yantra yoga movement. And then feet roll, arm rolls. Gaze is on the arms. And just doing this as a warm up. Good. Okay, bring the hands by the sides. Bend one knee, point the other one, and send the bent knee forward. Elbows back and gaze towards the path that the knee vertically wants to draw. And then gracefully coming out of that. And then change sides. Point the right and send the knee forward. Elbows, triceps go back, gaze, stretch what the knee is going towards. And coming out of that, now make fists. This we do it as a warm up, borrowed from Vyantra Yoga again. So with one inhale, pass the body, and then coming up, we do the hold actually, and then we exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Point the feet and go to both. 1, 2, 3. Navel in. Strong core. 4, 5. Lift up. Come down. And again. 1. Core. Pulled into 3, 4, 5. Okay, go to the lift and one last time. 1, you're on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the big toes. 5, and then gently coming down to lie down. Bend the knees to constructive rest. Bring the heels at a comfortable distance from the hips. And find a neutral base. Good. Now, going to a roll here. Find the clock under the pelvis. And roll to touch the digits of the clock, starting from 12 to 12. Notice in the clock all the digits as if you had and if you cannot touch some of these numbers, like it may happen for me at the 7 or the 5, a little bit more difficult to go, or 11, notice. Let's see what makes its reachability possible, perhaps, with your intention, the breath, effortlessly, by ease and noticing only. And then change the clock, the direction of the clock, rolling with ease and curiosity that makes the roll then a spontaneous and surprising a potentiality for new discovery. Okay, simple and easy movements. Come to a neutral point, pause, and then roll the knees to right, roll the knees to left. Let's give a chance to the horizontal after the circular. And then roll the knees in such a way that your pelvis is a bowl full of water. And this is from Somatics. You want to keep the water in the brim and let it not spill. What kind of horizontal movement would you do? So which part flattens, which part lifts up, and other part rounds. So it's like the knee travels towards the other knee. Pelvis lifts a little from one side, but the other side resists to ground. Very interesting movement engaging the core here. Okay, pause and roll vertical towards the tailbone, arch the back. Notice the contraction and release that tension slowly, consciously. And then crossing the neutral and then rounding the back. Pull the abdominals and then press the lower back into the mat. And then release. Roll the pelvis forward. Force the tailbone, arch the back. Notice the contraction on the lower back, what side short. And consciously slide it along these contracted lower back muscles cross the neutral and pull the abdominals in and flatten the lower back and round back. Press the lower back into the mat and then let it go and come to a neutral place. One last time. Arch, roll forward. Notice. Consciously lengthen. Put that slide short. Lengthen. Cross. Pull. Register the neutral point and go back. Flattening, rounding. And pulling the lower back into the neck. Grounding through. And then pause, go to neutral. And this manipulation is somatics. Consciously contracting, consciously releasing, and registering the pose. Bring the knee towards the chest and interlace the hands, point the foot. Inhale, send the knee and press into the fingers. Create resistance with your hands and notice what that does to the lower back. And then let go and knee comes automatically towards the chest. Push the knee into the hands, create resistance. Well, look what that does to the right shoulder as well. And then belly as if inflates and the deflates comes towards the chest. The rocking chair visualization can help you do this rollingly, flowingly, and smoothly. And then lift that leg up and point and flex, and roll, roll, roll the foot and roll. And then take the foot towards the knee towards the chest. Hold the sole of the foot. And then bend the knee and bring the foot over the knee of the left foot and push the right knee away with your hands. Actively flex the right foot. And now pivot the right, left heel and lift the left leg and go and hold under and maybe your head lifts. Okay, release the bent knee and hold it and straighten the left leg and right knee towards the chest, Palamuktasana. And let go of the arms, maybe pressing deeper into the lower back. Now straighten the right leg and bring the knee of the left leg and go to a twist. Roll the left leg towards the right and the upper torso towards the right. Open the left arm to the side and look at the hand. Find your twist. And gently coming out of this pose, bring the right knee back to constructive rest. Okay, so press the sole of the left foot and send the knee forward and roll the hip towards the right left hip. And then ground the left foot. One more time. Press the sole of the left foot, send the left knee horizontally forward. See what that does to the left shoulder. Left shoulder goes back and roll the weight towards the right. And the right side is totally passive here. And then I'm back, everything on the ground. Good. And then lift the arms up over the head and lengthen through the fingertips. Find length from the belly up and from the belly down. Point the long leg. Point the right toes. And bring the interlace the hands and bring it on the lower part of the head. Stand the upper leg, sorry, elbows towards the back, create length and hug the head and the leg lifts. And we are going towards the center of the body and consciously lengthen, 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 lengthen. See what is gliding long and round. We do this one more time. Inhale to arch the lower back, sending the elbows towards the back, pointing the right toes. Exhale to flatten, ground the pelvis and hold, carry the head and the upper torso towards the lower. Everything connects at the core of the body and lengthen. Lower pelvis, left pelvis on the ground. Shaky, jerky, stutters. Notice that everything comes down synchronously at the same time. Or we strive to do that. And one last time like this. Inhale, arch the back, ground the back, lift the head. Everything. So rib cage goes towards the lower ribs. And then this time, digit by digit, keeping the lower back on the ground. Digit by inhale, inhale, open. You can go digit by digit and synchronously everything comes down. Release the arms to the side. Scoop the sole of the right foot like a ice cream cup and go to a half body konasana. Bring the hand into the inner groin and then lift the leg up towards the left to construct the rest. And then with that exhale, and then it goes down with the inhale. And notice any shakes, jerks, stutters here. Can I iron it with my breath by breath? And one more time like this. Lifting the leg, stutters. I feel that at least on mine. And can I smoothen it out? Can I make this seamless? Is that everything seamlessly goes up and down? And that takes time. And we accept that and we are grateful for what we notice. Now we are back into constructive rest. We do the other side, interlace the hands, take the kneecap of the lower, so right, left leg, left knee, and then send the knee forward. Create resistance with your fingers and notice the tension, the arching of the lower left lumbar spine. And then let that go. And then knee comes like a ball forwards. Like a rocking chair, creates resistance through the fingers and the knee pushes into the finger. Lower back arches, see what that does to the lower spine. And then rounding the back. And without needing to pull with your hands the knee towards the chest, it just automatically comes. It's a breath guided that the belly pulls like a balloon, sends it, and then the belly deflates and knee comes forward. One last time like this, sending the knee, and then notice also what this does to the left shoulder blades. Create resistance with the fingers. Exhale, deflate the belly, knee comes automatically towards the chest. And then hugging the end, the back of that kneecap, and lift the leg up, point, flex, point, make round clockwise against the clock. Do what pleases the ankle, front of the foot, inner foot. Maybe you want to do like pivot also diagonally and scooping the foot. Alright, bend the knee, hold the sole of the foot if you can catch it. Bend the knee and bring the foot on top of the right knee and press the left knee away with the hand. And then pivot the heel of the right heel and lift that right leg up and interlace the hands under the right kneecap and lift the head up. Look this square rectangle kind of feet flexed and arms supporting and head looking. Look at the shape. And when you saw what you saw, bend the left knee, send the right leg, and squeeze the sides of the body, point the, and then navel it, and then release the arms. Press the lower back into the mat. Find the strength through the core. Equanimous breathing, shoulders away from the ears. You are relaxing in this pose. Find the ease in the effort. And bring the leg down. Bring the both knees towards each other. Change the straightness of the legs. So right knee comes towards the bend, left leg straightens, and that right knee rolls to the right side, left side, and the right arm opens to the right. Twist. You can support your twist in any way you like, holding the hand. So there's no rule for this. Find the ease in the twist. You can support it with the opposite hand, the knee. And find the soft gaze. Find your gaze. Maybe the sky, maybe the light, maybe an object. Maybe the eyes are closed. If it's so, open the eyes. Bring the right foot onto the mat and press the sole of the right foot. Send the knee forward. Keep the whole left side passive in this. Lift the heel. Divide the right side of the way. And then ground everything back to neutral. One more time. Press the sole of the right foot. Send the right knee forward. Lift the right hip. Keep the left side passive. Good. You bring the right side away, right shoulder away towards the left. And then rollingly everything comes back. Lift the arms up over the head and create length from toe to fingertips. And then interlace the hands and hug, hold the lower part of the head. With an inhale, arch the back, bring the elbows actively towards the back, point the left foot, hug the head, carry the weight of the head in your hands, navel and roll the pelvis towards the mat, and lift leg and upper body. And then slowly, synchronously, keeping the lower part of the pelvis on the ground, lengtheningly coming back and pose. One more time. This is great for the psoas. Inhale to create length. Leg starts onto your floating rib. If you visualize that way, is your experience different then? And then ground and lift the head. Upper ribcage goes towards the lower, and everything unites legs and upper in the core. And then lengthening from the psoas, from the ribcage, so everything up and down. Exhale, pause. One last time like this. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round and press the lower back and lift. So bringing the upper ribcage towards the lower and everything to the core. And then lengthening whatever slides short is now sliding, gliding long consciously. And pose. So arms, free the arms. And scoop the left foot and bring it to Baddha Konasana. Take that arm inside, left arm inside the left inside where the adductors are. And then maybe you can iron it out a little bit and then the foot slowly, with an exhale, the knee travels towards a constructive rest. And then inhale, drop it back to Baddha Konasana. And exhale, core pulls in, the knee goes up. And one more time. See the difference here with the shakes and the jerks and the stutters. Are there any or none? And maybe both sides are perfect, no stutters at all, and you don't know what I'm talking about. That's great. And notice what you notice. And now we come back to constructive rest. Find your constructive rest. Maybe go to an arch and then flatten and then neutral. See the difference. Can you go deeper or slower? Can you slow down? Does it change your experience of a reach? How does the neck travel in relation to the pelvis, the lumbar spine, and the cervical spine? And find a pose. Now bring the arms, interlace the fingers, cup the back of the head with an arch. Inhale, send the elbows actively towards the back and pull the soles of the feet into the mat towards the buttocks. Exhale, bring the elbows towards each other and lift and pull the soles of the feet away from the buttocks. Everything goes towards the core. Lean elbows lift towards each other. Then slowly carry the weight all this time of the head in your by your hands, and then lengthen the front. Yeah, we shortened all the front muscles of the chest, the pecs, and then we lengthen. Let's do that one more time. With an inhale for arch. Exhale, flatten. Lift elbows. Pull the elbows towards each other. Carry the weight of the head. Finding the in and out. And lengthen consciously. And consciously open the chest. And then lengthen the arms and the legs. And open the arms to an X, legs to an X. Now lengthen the left arm and leg and drop it. Again, heel open the leg and the right and the left, right leg and the arm and roll. Then coming back. Lengthen the arm and the leg and roll to your right side. Good. On your right side, you are. So the top arm and the top leg lengthen diagonal. This time we create a diagonal X. Now, when the leg comes forward, the arm go backward. Gaze go backward. Gaze follows the arm. When the leg comes back, arm comes forward, gaze follows. Look, this is a propeller in somatics. Propeller. All right, lengthen. Enjoy the propeller, but make sure you're moving from the core. Your propeller is not connected to the core. That's why the visualization of propeller is really helping to notice the core. Okay, good. Coming back to the fetus and heel open to the other side to your propeller. Lengthen diagonally to the X. Arm goes, leg goes, opposite side. Moving from the core. of the propeller. The propeller. Very body that. I learned that from my teacher. All right. Now, in your own time, in your own way, maybe from the propeller, roll to the belly and come to the belly, hand or on the pillow of the head, and settle. Find how you settle. Can you float? Can you find the flotation? Can you inhale into the belly and send that breath expand and extend throughout the whole body? Can you send the breath toward the back of the body? Does it reach? How much reach does it have? Okay, that breath. We lift the left right leg up. Notice what contracts. Slide short. And bring back down. Lift the left leg up. Different experience for us. Easier, more difficult, smoother. Notice what slides short, what you've got contracts, what relaxed. With that inhale, press the belly into the mat like a raft. Lift the upper body up. And exhale deeply. Now, bring the hands by the side. In one cheek to the side. Again, like a raft. Other cheek to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, bring it one time. Inhale. Leg lifts. Upper body and exhale. Inhale. Opposite leg lift. Gaze on the third eye. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Both legs lift. Look at the third eye and exhale. Hold. Bring the hands by the side of the ribcage. Squeeze the elbows to the side. Notice this connection. Hug the tailbone, bring it towards the belly, and find your baby cobra lift. And then exhale, draping over. Maybe your reach can be easier, like the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale. And with the next one, lift. Help yourself to go to the child's pose, Balasana. And notice, register how that is for you today. So let's do the tools. You can bring the hands down like you did before. And pull yourself to the tabletop from here. And with the help of the pelvis, I learned this from my body. And the spine follows. Again, the pelvis rolls. Chin tucks. And then spine follows. And then pelvis rolls. Spine follows round the back. And arch the back. And finally find a neutral place. 4 pillars. Now we do a somatic version. Send the right leg back and lift it, not too high, that you have an equanimous balance on the 3 pillars, and the obliques are engaged here for that. Bend the knee, bring the knee towards the nose, tuck the toes by the left calf, and pull back. Create a rounding on the back. And let that go. Normally you do this a couple of times. Let's go to the other side. Left foot goes back. So try it out in your free time. Equanimous. 3 pillars. Engage the obliques. And core. Bend the knee towards the nose. Tuck the toe beside the calf. And pull back. This is great for lower back pain issues also. And then inhale and exhale. Now let's go from neutral to 2 pillars. Lift the right arm and the right leg. And this is from yoga. Knee towards straighten. And one more time. And straighten. Find your 2 pillars and bring everything where they are. Let's go to the others. Leg and arm. Knee to elbow. Leg and arm. Then singly. Knee to elbow from the center. Awareness of the center, everything back changes your experience of the asana and the breath. So remain in that center. Center of the breath. Center of the posture. Center of the thoughts. And then things become kind of in the center. There's hardly any weight. You're in some kind of peripheries where all kinds of change can occur. Forward, there's not almost the effort. Backward, forward, chin touches. Going, find the core backward. Forward, chin touches. Lift backward. Forward. Okay, chin, knees, chest, chin. Okay, slide through here and going back to from child pose, going towards the walking dog. Walk the dog. Eyes down towards the mat. Heels rolling down, navel and hips up and back, pressing from the root of the fingers, floating ribs going up. Tuck the tailbone. Goodness. Okay. Maybe you want to come to plank and bend the knees and going back deeper. Now bring the feet together. Lift the right leg up, the 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee and open the hip of that side and send the knee even deeper back. And then bend the knee, roll the back, and bring the foot, right foot onto the mat. Okay. Knees, right foot back and heel through like the twist. Find your twist. Joyfully bring the hand towards the back. And then bring it on the thigh and going to Parshvakonasana or Ardha Parshvakonasana. Find your extended side stretch And then bring the hand stretched out, arm. Look at the fingers and then bring it towards the back. Open the through the shoulder. Look at the ceiling. From here, coming back up to an opposite posture. Send the knee from knee forward. And then from there, swimmingly going through deeper into the Parshavanasana to the full pose. Look at the fingers. We are not staying too long. And then flow through to a forward fold. Parivrita Prasarita Paduttanasana. Now actively press through the fingers, the mat away, and then roll through the pelvis, and then maybe the head comes, touches. Maybe that doesn't matter. Press and then fine. Breathing equanimously, rolling forward. Press. Find your strong legs on the mat. And from here, coming to the front of the mat and bring the knee down and lift up and lift the arms up. And then bring them from the back down. And then interlace the hands and open the heart. Now from here, straighten the pose and divide the weight. And then coming back, heart forward and divide the weight. And then from here, bend that knee, look, and then bring it to the pigeon. Interlace the hands again, and then bring the forearms down. Inhale, arch back, and exhale, pull everything. So now the core is like a pulling, sucking everything in the legs, both legs, front and rear. Inhale, open, exhale, all legs going. Inhale, look at the third and exhale. Okay, good. Bend that knee, which is bent to the opposite side, and look towards the back. Now we'll go to a somatic posture from here, like this. Now this leg, arm, and opposite. The leg and the arm, opposite sides. Okay, that front arm crosses the other, and then we roll open with the opposite arm. And then straighten the top leg and the back arm like swimmingly and then come forward. Good. And then turn to the opposite side. Going to support it with the forehead, create active length, opening on the side, feet over feet, and find your balance. Good. Lift the leg up if you want. And then coming back. 2, 1. And from here, actively lifting back towards the child. And from the child going up to your downward facing dog. Open, triceps rolling down, shoulder blades rolling out, floating ribs towards each other, hips up and like navel in, tuck the tail. Press from the root of the fingers and heels in hand going down. Bring the feet together. Left leg goes up. Three-legged dog. Open the left hip, drop the foot down and look through the armpit, and then lengthen straight up again. And then round the back and send the left foot forwards. And from here, going to your twist. And then bring that arm towards the back. And then bring that arm on the knee. And open to Shukonasana. Look through the fingers, open the sides. And bring that arm towards the back. Reach to the inner thigh, left thigh. And then lift up and go to the opposite posture. Send the knee forward, bend knee. And from there, swimming with the ear following, going deeper into your Harshakonasana, a side stretch. Left groin rolling to the outer side. And from here, bring it coming to the forward fold. Maybe it's a bounce this time. Maybe it's a twist. Inhale and exhale. And then we're coming to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, right knee. And lift the arms up towards the and bring it down. Interlace the hands and open the heart, arms away from the back. And then release and going forward and backwards. You wipe the way of the hips and back and forward. Bring the hands inside the hip and push the knee away and look over the shoulder. Like heel it up. And then bend it side of the knee to the pigeon on this side. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands forward. So again, inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round and pull everything into the floor. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, suck everything in towards the floor. One last time here. Inhale, exhale, and neutral. Now, bend that bend knee goes to the side, and we do it on this side. Cross over. Now, left knee is bent here, and now right hand crosses the left, and then the left arm crosses open to the opposite side, and then the left leg and right arm meet, sorry, left arm meet in the center, and you just come out, where back to Sphinx. This is a somatic movement and really nice. Inhale, exhale, and then turn to your right side, feet over foot. Find your balance here. And then roll over your belly. Bring the hand over the pillow of the hands. And find again your prone posture. Rotation. And then bend the knees, flex the foot, and bring the hands on top of the feet. With an inhale, press, lift up. Maybe the feet are touching, shoulders away from the ears. Gaze on the third eye. And maybe you want to just roll to sense that posture and see if that's possible. And then release. And coming back to elbows gently. And from there, coming to a rock posture, going up and roll back, elbows back, and tuck the toes and reach to the heel. And then gently bring the hips down and going towards the top of the mat and drop the upper body, elbows, and moving from side to side. Yes, no. And then divide the weight mindfully, lifting up, activating part by part for our lifting from the ankle, from the soles of the feet, from the ankle curls, knees activated. The last thing that comes up is going to be the head. Now the thighs, the pelvis, the lower part of the back, middle part of the back, upper part of the back, and finally the final thing that comes up is the head. And find your Samasthiti, equal standing posture. Equanimous breathing here. Press the big toe, the middle of the heel, the middle of the small toe. Find that triangle. And then, if your eyes are closed, open it. Bring the hands in front of the chest. Inhale, arms go up over the head. Exhale, navel in, fold forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Now, inhale, left foot goes back. Open the heart. Exhale, right follows the left. Left, knee touch chin, touch the ground. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Look at the third eye. Exhale, fold, right joins the left. Inhale, head moves last up. Exhale, hands by the heart. Again, inhale, navel in, exhale, fold forward. Right foot goes back. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, left joins the right. Knees just chin. Slide through. Exhale. Inhale, right comes forward. Open the heart. Left joins the right. Exhale to fold. And then release. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, go and hold the big toes. Exhale, drape over, elbows go towards the back, navel in, look at the nose. Look at bend the knees, strong feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, slide open. Exhale there. Inhale, hands under the soles of the feet. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, look at the nose. 3, front body rolls a little bit forward. Don't twice. 4, 5. Inhale, open. Exhale, come up. Inhale, open to the side. Right foot open to the side. Create length and bend from the hips. Exhale, Trikonasana. Hold the shin, hold the big toe. Exhale, look at the big toe. Inhale, coming out of the pose. Right foot in, left foot out. Inhale to create space. Exhale to fold. Look at the hands stretched out. Left shoulders move away from the ears. Press the outer edge of the back. Press actively the front leg. Open from shoulder to shoulder. Tuck the tail. Exhale, look at the big toe. Inhale to come out to the T and then turn to the opposite side, back side. Okay, I come back side. Okay, right arm goes towards the back. Inhale to create space. Exhale to go your twist here. You can use a block perhaps. Inhale, coming out of that pose. Turn to the opposite side. Bring the hand, same side arm to the back. Inhale to create space. Align the hips. And from the center of the body, create that twist. Exhale. If you want, you can stretch open, lengthen the arm, and look at the hands. And exhale, carefully coming out. Inhale to the T. Exhale, hands on the waist. Inhale, lift the chest, bring the elbows, align the elbows. Exhale, navel in, roll the pelvis forward. Exhale. With an inhale to lift up. Exhale. And then turn to the opposite side. To the right side, in my case, send the knee forward. Open the arms. Lift the chest. 1, 2. Look at the sky. 3. Shoulders away from the ears. 4, 5. Then one arm connects to the other. The palms connect. And look over towards the twist. If you want, you can heel open. 1, 2, 5 breaths if you want, or 3. And then gently coming out of the pose and going to, you can hold the elbows or you can hold the prayer, straighten that leg. Inhale, lift the chest, strong front leg, and chin moves towards the shin. And look at the big toe here. And then gently coming out of the pose. Pivot the right heel and turn to the opposite side. Oh, it's on my side to the camera view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand connects palm to palm. And maybe this is it, your twist today. Hips parallel, knee goes forward towards the back. Maybe you want to go deeper into the pose and heel open. And then coming out of that pose, bring the hands to the back or to prayer. And then fold forward. Chin moves towards the shin. Strong front leg, hips are aligned, core is strong, and then gaze towards the big toe. And then coming out of the pose and find that alignment and bring the feet together to a balanced posture. So one hand on the waist and lift the foot up and then find your balance. If this is too much, then you can take the help of the wall and stay here. Huh? Or just this. Inhale and then exhale. And then open to the right. And squeeze the opposite side elbow and create length on the standing leg from the crown. Find the space to breathe. And then everything comes to the center. Straighten the leg. Elbows to the back. And then release. Hand on the waist. And shake the leg. And change sides. Okay. Press from through the sole of the feet. Put the right foot and bend the left. And so maybe this is it today. Tuck the tail, engage the core, and fix your gaze and posture, shoulders away from the ears. If you want to go deeper or try out, you can do whatever you want. Or change the shape. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then open to the side. So if you open classical way, then you drop the left hip down. You lengthen from the standing leg, and then right elbow presses to the side of the body. And everything comes to the center. And then maybe falls. And then point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the leg. And coming to Somatics. This pose is balance. Again, this one from Yantra. The other one was a bit from the Ashtanga. Now opening to the sides of the body. And then lift to one side. And then massage the front. Point, bend, align the knees. Bring the heel towards the buttocks. And so that's an exhale. Actually, all that circle, point, bend, aligned, bring the heel towards the buttocks is a hold. And there's an inhale. And then the hold starts. Massage, point, bend, align the knees, heel. Exhale. Good. So from here, we will go. And your right knee goes forward to the top. And then warrior 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten the front leg. And keep your gaze on the hands. Bend the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open to warrior 2. 1. Press through the fingers, tuck the tail, align the hips, knee goes towards the small toe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chest lifts up, ground from the top, hips down. Straighten the leg, turn to the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, take that arm, bring it to the front. Jump, plank. And going to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look where you're jumping, dandasana. Bring the hands by the side, feet together, heel press. Okay, calves press, pelvis moves forward, navel and chin is tucked in, arms and fingers press. 1, close the throat lock and engage all the locks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the big toe, inhale, and then hinge from the hips. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale. Hold the sides, inhale, and then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale there. Bring the hands to the back, point the feet, and as if you have one foot, roll the groin, pull the navel in, roll the shoulders forward, and lift. Head drops, elbows move back, pubic bone towards the toes. Open the chest, and exhale. Good. Lift, come down, bring the feet together like this, and down. Now we go to a twist, again, inspired from the Yantra Yoga, which is like the same leg, the same arm. 4 counts inhale, 4 counts exhale, 4 counts hold. Again, 4 counts coming out of the pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apologies, I said 4 counts, which should be, and I counted 5, but we'll do it here. 1, 2, inhale, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1. Everything comes back. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1. Focus is turning. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release everything, coming to pose in this position. Dandasana. And lie down. Now here you can do if you have the time, you can go different postures, of course, or different types of twists. Which is beneficial for different purposes. And then you should gently come down to uh, again a constructive rest. Okay, Now we will go to a rolling bridge from here. And this is the arms go up over the head. And then when arms come up, tuck the tail and lift the pelvis inch by inch up. And pelvis goes down, arms go up. Arms go forward, pelvis go up. And then find it, make it smooth, smooth, really rolling. And then keep the gaze in the sky and don't move that. And once you reach your highest, stay there and inch, place the hands under the small of the back, press the shoulders down, and strong feet, and send the knees as if you want to press someone, so navel in, engage the core. Lift the chest, chin towards the chest, shoulders press down. If you want without coming, maybe you want to hold the lower back, support it with your hand. Maybe you want to do you deeper, crazy thing, which opened my heart, and I like that somehow deeper. Not recommended when you have pain in no way at all. And then gently coming down, and then rolling one side to the other side, and bring the hands under the buttocks and lift the legs up. So from here you can go to leg lifts one by one and both in different pace and counts to engage the core. And then you can transition to Viparita Karani. And from there, from Halasana or supported, you go to the shoulders then. And you can stay here 10 counts. And from there, please go to Halasana. And then vertebra by vertebra, going to the, maybe with straight legs, to the fish. So make it your own, this part, the finishing postures. See what serves for you the best. And from there, finding a twist. Maybe a somatic twist. Moving always from the core. And then pause the knees. Roll, roll, roll. And the final vinyasa. There. Inhale and shavas. Final relaxation posture. And take your time as much as you like. If you practice with me, it's a gift for me. Thank you very much. And take things that benefited you into your own practice and enjoy. Namaste. Stay at Shavasana as long as you like and enjoy it also.